My name is Christy Vowers, and I'm talking about my inspiration behind the Emanuel Ungaro brief. I really wanted to look at where Emanuel comes with his inspiration and his own designs along the way in his interpretation of things as he does his work. So I did a lot of research on his past shows and his past presentations along with this presentation as well. Some of the things that I noticed in his look is really the fact that he likes a very strong woman, and what type of woman I really created for was a very fierce, kind of strong woman on the catwalk with a childlike kind of fun play with a twist to it, I would say. In my look, as you'll see, some of the things that I translated as fierce and strong were a little bit of my sectioning, really sharp kind of pointed section on top, with a braid, kind of a fun twisty type braid, right in the crown, right in the top corners of the scalp, where it would make a client at home look a little bit more devilish-like, a little more fierce. So even for people at home, something to think about just in braiding right there along the ridge of your scalp there can create that kind of harsh look if you're looking to have a little bit more of a strong presentation to yourself, as well as leaving the underneath out, kind of with a nice soft wave, again bringing in that childlike kind of feel with a little bit of a loose texture and some big 60s body to it. One of the ways in creating this at home for yourself is really thinking about the type of curl you're putting into your hair. Looking back in the 60s, the type of curling that was done was more horizontal, a little bit more of a horizontal sectioning, meaning when you do horizontal versus vertical, the iron is going to be rolled this way versus what we are more used to today with a traditional roll being more this way. This is going to create more of a spiral type curl. This is going to create more of an in and out 60s wave that is inspired by this collection. With that being said, as you can see here on these two rolls, I pinned them up, you can see that that's a horizontal placement. And in dropping that, you're going to get that 60s type wave by bringing that down, create a little bit of texture. You could use any type of dry kind of hairspray or dry spray waxes. I used actually City Sweat from Bumble and Bumble and really worked on opening up that curl, separating it while spraying to really get some different type of movement and hold, as well as a really heavy amount of body and separation in the hair. That wax in there will give it that kind of separation, but then as you're breaking it up, you get that little bit of flyaway, childlike movement. Another thing I like is the Kerastase Gloss Appeal. Again, up in here in the more fierce, kind of harsh edge of the style, a little bit more shine, a little bit more sleekness to the look. Shine is always going to help create a little bit more of a smooth finished result. Again, in this design, creating some type of braid, we're used to half up, half down. By leaving out the section in the front, the bang, almost with or without a bang, almost, again, creates a movement in the front that helps with a little sleek kind of childlike play. You know, again, there's hair in here. If you had a bang, you could kind of swoop this across or even come all the way across. But in the sectioning, again, by coming just behind the front of that bang, you can see that that fringe just lays right over and swoops into the sides. Now, with my second look, the only difference was bringing all of that same texture, same style into a ponytail, and then using the tail end of that braid as your ponytail holder and literally wrapping it around your ponytail and just hooking it with a bobby pin even right there. And you can see that same type of texture in the ponytail, whatever your texture is in your hair type, just bringing it the same look up into a ponytail creates a whole nother look for you, maybe in the evening, a little more of an updo, undone kind of style. So again, my translation and my interpretation of what kind of woman this is just a very fierce, strong woman with a childlike texture personality, somebody that likes to have a little bit of fun, a little bit of movement.